They prayed for cosmic payback while you learned something better. You learned to step out of the waiting room and into action. Not loud action. Not spiteful action. Clean action. You stopped narrating your pain to people who enjoyed the story. You stopped asking the sky to fix what your standards could fix by sunrise. People who hurt you hoped time would blur the facts. You made time your employee. You woke, you wrote your plan, you stacked your habits, you gave your focus a job, and you let results speak in a tone no rumor can match. Simple rules worked. Answer less. Deliver more. Keep receipts in your calendar, not on your tongue. When they push for reaction, you give none. When they pull for attention, you stay on task. This is not cold. This is healthy. Healthy looks cold to those who profited from your heat. Karma is only a word until you move like gravity. You become the correction. You become the lesson that does not shout. People who used to waste your time now face a door that does not open. People who laughed at your dreams now watch deadlines land like thunder. That is the new weather. You did not wait for balance. You built it. Toxic people run a simple pattern. First they charm, then they test, then they drain. The charm is bait. The test checks if you will trade your truth for their comfort. The drain is the real goal. Once you see that, the fog clears. You start spotting the small tells. The praise that feels sticky. The gift that comes with a tiny hook. The advice that sounds kind but always keeps you small. You respond with simple counters. Thank you. No. I am busy. That does not work for me. You do not return long essays. You return short facts. Your time is a safe you no longer leave open. They will say you changed. The truth is you finally grew up. Grown people do not argue with bait. They walk around it and keep moving. When the guilt script starts, remember the rule. Guilt is a bill for a deal you never signed. You owe nothing. Pay with silence and move on. The mind loves closure. Give your mind closure by writing the lesson on one page. This person tested me, I passed, I am done. File it, start your next task. Give your future your best hours. Taking over the distribution rights of karma looks less like revenge and more like clean boundaries that do not wobble. You do not slam doors. You lock them. You do not send warnings. You design systems. You keep your phone on do not disturb while you finish work that feeds your life. You keep your promises to yourself. That is the strongest message you can send to anyone who thought they could steer you. Make a list that protects your energy. Early sleep, morning movement, honest food, deep work blocks, weekly plans, monthly reviews. Boring is holy when it saves you. Toxic people hate boring because boring reveals truth. In quiet routines, their tricks stop working. They cannot throw you off if you know what you do at 6 in the morning. They cannot hold your mood if your breath is trained. They cannot waste your day if your calendar is tight. You become a wall they cannot climb. They will try new angles, flattery, panic stories. You keep one steady answer. I do not have space for that. Then you return to the work that pays you in results. The mind is a theater. Toxic people love to rent the stage and run their show inside your head. You take back the keys with one simple tool. Clear questions. What is the proof? What do I control? What is the next small step? 3 questions asked in order end most mental storms. When your mind runs to blame, bring it back to control. When your heart runs to fear, bring it back to breath. Panic makes noise. Power makes decisions. Decide how you will act when the same old trigger appears. Then rehearse it. Soft eyes, slow exhale, short reply, return to task. The joker inside you knows a quiet truth. People cannot manipulate what they cannot predict. You become unpredictable by becoming steady. Steady is a plot twist in a world addicted to chaos. Steady is how you build a life that makes lies boring. When lies get boring, liars leave. Some people keep score in strange ways. They call it loyalty when they mean ownership. They call it honesty when they mean control. They call it love when they mean access. You respond with translation. Words are cheap. Patterns are the price. Map the pattern. Do they show up only when they need something? Do they share your wins with pride or with envy? Do they listen when you say no? 3 checks are enough. If the answers are bad, the relationship is a machine that runs on you. Turn it off. You do not need a speech. You need a schedule. Reduce contact. Reduce response time, reduce favors, reduce exposure. Increase training, increase learning, increase rest, increase execution. The balance tilts fast when you stop feeding the wrong fire. It will feel lonely for a moment. That is not a sign to go back. That is detox. Give it 7 days of clean focus. Most cravings fade by then. In day 8, your peace tastes new. Keep that flavor. Guard it. Anger wants to be the driver. Do not give it the wheel. Use it as fuel in the tank while your standards steer. Simple practice helps. Write what happened. Write what you felt. Write what you did. Write what you will do next time. End with one line that affirms your power. I choose my response. That small ritual turns hot emotion into cool direction. The Joker part of you enjoys this alchemy. Pain goes in. Clarity comes out. You stop needing apologies to move. You stop needing closure from people who live on cliffhangers. You give yourself the end of the chapter and start a new one. This is not denial. This is discipline. Discipline saves you from stories that never change. The people who wronged you can keep their plot. You are busy writing a better book. There is a common trick in toxic groups. They try to turn your strength into a flaw. Independent. They say selfish. Focused. They say cold. Ambitious. They say greedy. Calm. They say heartless. Do not defend the label. Replace the room. A new room gives old words no echo. You find people who love boundaries because they have their own. You find people who cheer structure because they live by one. You find people who plan, build, rest, laugh, and never ask you to dim for their comfort. The right circle acts like a mirror that makes you stand taller. The wrong circle acts like a funhouse that warps your face. Trade the funhouse for the mirror. Your posture will change. Your pace will rise. Your life will tidy itself one decision at a time. Control your inputs and you control your outputs. That is math. People, content, food, sleep, light, movement, money. Track each with simple marks, up or down, more or less, green or red. Do not wait for a cosmic sign when a notebook will do. The mind respects what the hand records. You give your nervous system proof that you are safe with you. That safety lowers the noise that manipulators exploit. Lower noise means fewer open doors. Fewer open doors means fewer chances for poison to walk in smiling. Your future will thank you in full sentences. Your past will stop shouting. Your present will feel like a room you cleaned yourself. There is pride in that, the kind that cannot be taken. When they notice your shift, some will chase, some will soak, some will switch masks. Expect it. Do not study each mask. Study your steps. Keep your replies short. Keep your feet moving. Keep your word to your new life. If they smear your name, let silence age their story. If they beg for another chance, ask for new patterns, not new promises. Most will fail that simple test. It is better this way. You just saved 6 months of drama in 6 seconds. The world will keep spinning. Your work will keep landing. You will look back and wonder why you ever tried to win in rooms that were rigged. Forgive yourself for the delay. Applaud yourself for the decision. Then go lift something heavy, read something smart, build something useful, and love someone who can hold a boundary without flinching. The final move is gentle. You live well, not to flex, to heal. You pour your focus into skills that pay you and habits that ground you. You take walks without your phone. You learn to cook simple food that loves you back. You stack money with calm hands. You create a space that feels like proof you chose yourself. None of this is loud. Still, everyone notices. The ones who hurt you will feel a strange silence, where they used to hear your name. That silence is karma doing quiet work through your choices. You did not wait for balance, you became it. And balance, once embodied, stays.